Good morning and welcome to Inside Texoma. I'm Melissa Kakarika, and today I'm joined by Kim Hogue from Big Brothers Big Sisters and Vanda Culler from the MSU Small Business Development Center. That must mean if it's time for you guys to team up, it's time for Dancing for the Stars, right?
It is. You're correct.
Well, this is the third annual one. Tell us about this year.
Right. You know, together, Big Brothers Big Sisters and America's Small Business Development Center are coming together for our third annual Dancing for the Stars. We are so excited, and we have had such a great response from the community. Our dancers and our instructors are really stepping up their game this year. There's a lot of competition out there. There is a lot of smack talk going on, and so we are waiting for a great, exciting evening.
Let's talk about how this all got started 3 years ago.
Both Kim and I were talking about a fundraiser, and we both had discussed the idea of Dancing for the Stars type event, and we just didn't know that each other was discussing that. So we got together and decided that this would be an event that would be different, new, fresh for this community. And goodness, that was in May or June of that year. And so we started planning, and that next January we had our first Dancing for the Stars.
Now explain to everybody how it works and kind of how the trophies are given out.
Well, there's a couple of different ways that someone can be crowned a champion. Obviously, this is a fundraiser for both Big Brothers Big Sisters and the Small Business Development Center. So the person, each of our dancers, we're asking them to raise $2,500. They really are working hard at that. Many of them go way over that, so we're super excited about that. But the person who raises the most money for the evening gets our mirror ball trophy. But there's also a performance tied to that as well. So we have a judge's choice. And so they will be performing, and it's going to be our best male and best female dancers that also receive great, huge trophies that evening.
And this has raised quite a bit of money for both organizations, right, over the past 2 years?
It really has. The community has been very receptive to this, and our dancers and the instructors have worked so hard for us, and it's just been amazing how it has grown. And we sold out at the Country Club 2 years, so we moved to a larger venue this year on February 19th. This year we'll be at MPEC, so that will allow for more room and more folks to attend that want to. So we obviously have ticket sales, and then, as Kim said, each of the dancers are raising funds.
Right. And there's lots of ways that you can support them. We've got our website up and running now, dancingforthestarswf.com. And you can go online, you can vote for our dancers. It's got great bios, and they all are promoting that. And on that same page, you can also purchase tickets. Tickets are $120 each, or if you want to purchase a table of 8, it's $960. And so you can actually go online, choose your seat, choose your table, and you know exactly where you'll be sitting that night.
When you pull up the website, just scroll down because there are 12 couples dancing, and you want to make sure and scroll down and find your favorite one or several that are dancing. But if you just keep scrolling, there's a button down there that says vote for.
Right. Now let's talk a little bit about who is dancing this year, who are the celebrities.
We have 6 female and 6 male celebrities, and so I'll
Absolutely, I'd
talk
love
about
to talk.
Well, go ahead. You do the females, and I'll do the males. How about that?
So we have Gwen Bevel, Robin Cook, Kristen Howard, Jenny Lilly, Lindsay Liu, and Dr. Dawn Peters. They all have been working hard. And, you know, we also want to thank their instructors because we really could not do this without their instructors. Each of the instructors are professionals here in town, celebrities in their own right, who are saying, here, we will provide you some free lessons and let's put on a great show. You know, so we have David Molina and Val Libator, Ron Moses, Zach Green, Mike Sherry, and Bryson Peterson all helping us with that.
And our male celebrities.
Our male celebrities this year are Andrew Bell, Dr. James Green, Slade Hodges, John Engel, Mike Cohen, and Michael Valverde. So they have the professional female instructors here in town. Mishik Libator, Ida Marie Busnitz. She's actually from out of town and coming in.
Wow.
Jennifer Blackwell, Erin Sherry, Paula Cortez, and Lauren Giles. And you may notice that we have some husband and wives and some fathers and sons that are opposing each other.
Well, as you mentioned, the competition does get kind of heated, and there is that smack talk going on, right?
There absolutely is, and it's just fun to watch. I think there's some bribes going on out there somewhere. I'm not really sure, but I'm seeing pictures on our Facebook page. So you might want to follow us on our Facebook page as well, Dancing for the Stars Wichita Falls, and there's a lot of great pictures there.
Well, speaking of bribing the judges, who are the judges this year?
The judges this year are Chance Harmon, who you may recognize his name from the Wichita Theater, and he has performed on Broadway. He's been on MTV, right, or worked with the MTV. Reggie Milam, this is her 35th year of owning a dance studio, and so Reggie and the studio, Dance Etc. have been very supportive of us. And then we also have Deanna Watson and Dr. Paul Hurst, who were dancers last year for us.
And you know, one thing about this, not only are you going to get a great performance, there's going to be a great meal. You'll be able to sit down, have a meal, there'll be entertainment, there'll be drinks, and I promise you, it will be the best evening you'll spend in a long time.
Well, as you mentioned, you can find out more about everybody on the website. You can donate and get your tickets on the website as well.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
Okay, well, we're going to talk more about the organizations that this benefits when we come back. Welcome back to Inside Texoma as we take an inside look at this year's Dancing for the Stars event. And one of the organizations it benefits is the MSU Small Business Development Center. Vanda Culler's here to tell us a little bit about what you guys do. So tell us what you do.
At SBDC, we provide business consulting, training, and research. And then it goes much further than that, but that sums it up pretty well. We work in 11 counties here in North Texas, and we provide like adult mentoring for businesses is another way to look at it. We meet with clients one-on-one and discuss anything from financials, helping them package loans, writing business plans. We also provide seminars. Perhaps you've probably been to one of our seminars, QuickBooks. We do Back to Business Wednesdays with just a quick lunch and a business topic for that month. And we also have access to specialty programs such as procurement assistance. So we help folks small business owners who want to do business with the government. And we're very blessed here in Wichita Falls because we have Shepherd Air Force Base, Fort Sill, Altus Air Force Base, and that is great for our small business owners. We have a TMAC programs, a group of engineers that can come in, help with manufacturing design and layout and some other specialized training. We have international trade and a business industry data center where we can get all types of research to help validate those projections that we may be working with the clients.
I imagine it's very important for small businesses to have those resources from you guys.
It absolutely is. It's very exciting that small business makes up the majority of the U.S. Employment. So 55% of us are employed by a small business owner, and the majority of those are just a 1 to 3 to 5 situation. So it truly is small business. We've known forever that it's the backbone of America, that it's the backbone of our economy, but when you really get down to the numbers, we are the largest majority of the workforce. So it's very important to have a healthy, strong small business environment here in our local area.
So if a business owner wants to kind of get involved and work with you guys, what's the process? What do they need to do?
Well, we just love for them to give us a call. You'll probably be talking to Linda McIntyre, and she will set you up. We do work by appointment. We also have information sessions where folks can come in. And when you come in, our services are free. So there is no commitment. You can come in, visit with us. Sometimes we're just used as a sounding board. We love working with existing businesses, and growing an existing business is one of the things that we have seen an increase in over the past 10 years. So sometimes you can just come in and talk to us, but there's no commitment and there's no fee. But what we like is to work with you for the long term.
Now, Dancing for the Stars is a fundraiser, so tell us kind of how that money helps you and what the funds go toward.
The funds do a couple of things for us, and the one big thing that's very exciting to us is that we have brought Lemonade Day to Wichita Falls. And this is a national program that began in Houston, Texas some years ago, and we take entrepreneurship to the youth. Most of us have probably set up a lemonade stand at some point in our life, and so they take that kind of nostalgic first experience of owning a business, and they base 16 lessons off of it. And so that this year is going to be on April 30th. But you need to give us a call at 397-4373 to let us know. But that you'll be hearing more and more about that. Our kickoff is coming soon in February. But again, we're taking entrepreneurship to our youth. It doesn't matter if you're 5 years old or 15 years old, you can participate. The other thing that Dancing for the Stars has allowed us to do is take a part-time counselor full-time, which is really needed to help us cover the areas that we need to.
Great, so some good causes there. I remember Lemonade Day last year. It was so cute to see all the kids with their lemonade stands. I mean, it really was pretty successful.
It really was, and it's just great lessons. And so, you, again, using a mentor where you go through these lessons and you teach them just some basics. And the program really stresses that you plan, that you need to plan for success, and it takes through that basic business model. But then in the end, with what we hope are the students' profits, the program really pushes for the kids to consider spending some, saving some, and sharing some. So in that, we want them to see the rewards of making their own money, and that they do get to go have a little fun and spend to buy what they want, but they also are able to save it to secure for their future, and then they reinvest in the community, that they give back to some organization.
Now, there is a website for Lemonade Day, right, if they want more information?
There is, Lemonade Day, Wichita Falls, lemonadeday.org.
Okay, and then if they need to get involved just with the Small Business Development Center, is there social media or websites for you guys?
Certainly, we'd really like for you just to follow us on Facebook for both Lemonade Day and for It's America's SBDC at MSU. And just like us on Facebook, and that is where you'll find all the information for our seminars, for our programs, and we will also keep you posted about Lemonade Day on that site as well.
Okay, Vanda, is there anything else you want people to know about the Small Business Development Center?
We're on the MSU campus. It is beautiful. Love for you to stop by anytime the Dillard College and just give us a call. We can always set up an appointment to discuss what you may be thinking about, whether you're wanting to start a business or if you're already in business and thinking about expanding and growing a business.
All right, thank you, Vanda. And as we told you, Dancing for the Stars benefits both your organization and Big Brothers Big Sisters. We'll take a look at the second half of what those funds go toward Big Brothers Big Sisters after the break. Welcome back to Inside Texoma. We're talking about Dancing for the Stars, and with that comes Big Brothers Big Sisters. So Kim Hogue is here to tell us more about the organization. Tell us, what Big Brothers Big Sisters does.
Right. Big Brothers Big Sisters, our goal is to find a mentor for every child who wants one. And we have actually been in Wichita Falls. Our 7-year anniversary is coming up in a couple of months, and we are part of the Big Brothers Big Sisters Lone Star Agency, which means that really we are part of the largest Big Brothers Big Sisters organization in the United States, not only by the number of children we serve, but by geographic region as well. So we have a great organization here in town, and I'm super excited that we're able to serve our community.
So we're based kind of on mentors. Tell us what mentors do.
Right. What we ask our mentors, we're looking for adults who want to mentor a child. And with that, we've got a lot of great bigs and a lot of adults who come in and say, I think I would like to mentor a child. What all does that entail? And so every volunteer who comes through, we actually sit down and do one-on-one interviews with the volunteer, kind of get an idea of what they like, what their interests are. We do reference checks, background checks, driver's license checks, but we also interview the child and their family as well to get a good idea of what they hope to gain with an experience from having a mentor. And we really try to match them up with someone of like interest. So if you're interested in basketball or baseball or football, or you're interested in the fine arts and you like going to the theater or making crafts, we really try and match you with somebody of similar interest. The volunteers, you just have to be 18 and have a valid driver's license and want to spend time with a child. And we really have some great, I was saying we were here 7 years. Some of our first matches are getting ready to meet or to reach their 7-year anniversary. These kids were 7, 8 when they were first matched, and they're young adults now. And you can see the difference, the absolute difference that these adults are making in their lives. They've actually helped to let them know that, there are career possibilities, career opportunities, that you can do well in school, and just be a good friend to those kids.
And it really is rewarding for both sides. I'm sure you hear from your mentors all the time just about how life-changing it is for both sides.
Right, absolutely. And one of my favorite programs is we've got a Generations program, and it's where we've matched senior adults to children in the community. So we pick up a van load of kids, take them to Presbyterian Manor, and we take another group to the 50-plus zone, and we get to see the kids interact with these senior adults. And that is by far one of my most favorite programs, because they both learn from each other. They both enjoy each other's time, and it gives them something to look forward to every week.
And there's a school-based program too, maybe if you can't totally commit, right?
Right. We have a school-based program. What we ask is that you commit to 4 hours a month and at least a year, because we know anything less than a year can be detrimental to a child. So you can do community-based, to where you can take them and do the fun things like we were talking about, football, basketball, or if you want to go to the school and maybe help them with homework, have lunch with them, if they're struggling in some areas, that's the opportunity as well. And so there's all kinds. You can be, if you're empty nest and you want to be a big couple, you can do that as well. You and your significant other can go and mentor a child, or even a big family. We've got some families who say, we've got kids, but we really would like to share our lives and our experiences with another child, and you can do that as well. So there's all kinds of opportunities out there.
And January was National Mentoring Month, so you guys have really been doing a lot to appreciate the mentors, right?
Right, absolutely. We were fortunate, I was saying earlier that we're one of the largest agencies or we are the largest agency in the United States, but the 2 top volunteers for Big Brothers Big Sisters, the volunteers of the biggest of the year, Anthony Patterson and Emily Jones, both were Bigs of the Year for Lone Star, and they both came from Wichita Falls. So that just really tells you about the quality of mentors that we have here in the community.
And if you are interested, always a big, big need, right?
We currently have over 100 kids on our waiting list right now, and we could easily have much more than that. So if you've ever thought about being a mentor, you can call us at the office or go onto our website at bbbstx.org and just take a look. And it's got some of the information about what you might expect and some things. It's got our application online, so if you want to fill out an application, feel free to do that online and just give us a call.
Okay, and Dancing for the Stars, of course, is a fundraiser. So tell us what the funds go toward for you guys.
Right. What we do is we provide match support. It goes, number one, to help provide these matches for these kids, but we also have a dedicated match support specialist. So she comes in and she checks with the matches once a month, saying, hey, how are things going? Is there anything that I can help you with? We provide free and low-cost activities for these kids. We get lots of free tickets to hockey games and to the Fort Worth Zoo, and we take them to seminars about career development. There's just all kinds of opportunities that Big Brothers Big Sisters can offer these kids, but it takes money to be able to do that, and that's where our dollars go. They all stay here locally in Wichita Falls, so it's helping each child that is enrolled in our program here.
Was there anything else that you want people to know about Big Brothers Big Sisters that we didn't mention?
We just have a great opportunity. It doesn't take a lot of your time. You don't have to change your life to change a child's. You just go and do your normal everyday things, and you will make a difference in a child's life.
All right. Thank you. And when we come back, Vanda will join us again from the MSU Small Business Development Center as we talk more about Dancing for the Stars. Stay tuned. Welcome back to Inside Texoma. We're talking about this year's Dancing for the Stars event with Vanda Culler from the MSU Small Business Development Center and Kim Hogue from Big Brothers Big Sisters. So it's coming up in February this year over at the MPEC, which is a new venue. Tell us what people can expect this year.
Well, more room. First of all, just more room. We will not be so crowded. It will be much more space to enjoy the event. We will have a very nice dinner, arrive between by 6 o'clock, because between 6 and 6:30 we'll have cocktail time and social time, and then we want to get started promptly. And
dinner will be served, and then the entertainment for the evening. So, yes. And really, our instructors have already been talking about they want to put on a performance of their own. So we're expecting some great entertainment even in between each of our dancers. They really want to put on a show for us as well. So our instructors are so amazing this year.
They are very excited about coming up with most likely 2 routines for us.
Oh, wow.
And so while we're taking a little break, having a little intermission for voting, then they're going to have a performance for us as well.
And the atmosphere is always very fun. Everybody really gets into it, right?
Right. You know, and there's lots of ways that they can vote when they get there, because someone will perform and you can actually pull out your phone and vote on your smartphone for the individuals. We'll have voting stations. There's all kinds of opportunities there. So they're really performing for their dollars that night as well, because the voting continues up until the very end, and it's really very close. You know, sometimes in the last couple of years, it's been within a few $100s. So, and they have worked really hard to get out there. And the great thing is we have such a great diverse group of dancers. They come from all over the community. We have teachers, we have business owners, we have news anchors and bankers and doctors and artists. We are just really a great diverse group that is excited about dancing.
It's really fun now, because the first year we did a lot of begging to get people to dance for us. And now we have people calling us, and I had no idea that we have so many professional instructors in this community. And now even the instructors love doing this, and they go above and beyond what we ask them to do, which is already committing much of their time. And we have many professional instructors in this town. Just the talent is amazing that we have here.
Right. We couldn't ask for better support. I'm humbled every year at the end when you look back at what everybody has done to pull off an event of this magnitude. And so we're just really thankful for everybody.
Well, it has become a very big and very popular event in the community. So everybody wants to get their tickets, and they need to get them pretty quickly, right?
They do. The tickets, again, as we've said before, you can get them online at dancingforthestarswf.com. And we've sold over 300 tickets already, so we're very pleased with the results this year. So if you are wanting to attend, and we hope that you do, it's an evening of so much fun. And just go online and you choose your seat. It's just like a concert where you're used to going online and choosing your seat at the concert. And then you may be noticing around town some signs that look similar to this, some large posters. We have each of our dancers have signs that will say, Kristen Howard dancing with Ron Moses, and each of the dancers have these, and so trying to draw attention to it. And so this is our logo, and this year we've got a little bit of a New York City thing going on.
Right. And so we are excited to pull the artsy theme into our event this year. So we have some great surprises for you, and we just know it's going to be a fun evening.
We have professional lighting and sound this year. The dancers will be on a raised stage, so that it will be much easier to see them. We have 2 large screens, so you've got the stage as well as 2 large screens that will be displaying the dancers. What are some other changes?
We are just knowing, again, you talked about the room, and our MCs. I'm so excited that we've got Jackie Hager back as our MC, and her partner Phil Wagner, and they are already planning some great sound bites, I guess would be a good way to do that. So the dancers better watch out. They know stuff.
Yeah, the MCs are already studying up, and so they keep the evening rolling as well. That's just a lot of fun. And again, just you can vote in many ways, but cash always works.
Yeah. Well, again, you got to get out and support the dancers because it is a fundraiser. So how do people support the dancers again?
You can go online to Dancing for the Stars WF, or you can actually contact the Big Brothers Big Sisters office or the Small Business Development Center office, and we would be happy to help you through that process.
Any goal this year? As much money as possible?
We don't want to put too much stress on these dancers, but we have asked each of them to raise a minimum of $2,500. And we are very, very excited that this group this year, the energy is just amazing. And several of them have already well exceeded their goal that we set for them. And they set their own personal goals.
Once again, it is February 19th at 6 p.m. over at the MPEC. Anything else you'd like to add before we go?
Just come out and expect a great fun evening. I promise you it will be the best event that you attend all year.
Lots of fun. All right. Thank you, guys.
Yes,
and thanks
Thank you
for tuning in to Inside Texoma this morning.